The ramifications of not managing a pool properly are far-reaching. In a worst-case scenario, management at an aquatics facility could be found criminally negligent. In our case, it cost our son his life. I'm Bill O'Melia.
And I'm Melissa O'Melia, and we're the founders of Drennen's Dreams Foundation.
Drennen's Dreams came into existence a year or two after our 12-year-old son, Drennen, who is a competitive swimmer, tragically drowned in our community pool.
Drennen was a 12-and-a-half-year-old boy, very athletic. He excelled at all sports that he did, but especially at swimming. It wasn't long after Drennen died that we realized that something had gone wrong at the pool. We had medical tests run. We knew that he hadn't been drinking, he hadn't hit his head, there were no drugs involved, and we knew fairly quickly after it happened that somebody was not paying attention.
We learned that not all the tools that were available to the lifeguards on duty were utilized. Drennen was found in 3.5 to 4 feet of water, about 5 feet away from an unoccupied lifeguard stand. During the 911 call, you can hear the 911 operator ask one of the lifeguards if there's an AED on site.
Okay, and is there an AED available? No, there's not here. I don't think so. Okay.
That AED sat in a box behind the front counter, about 20 to 30 feet away from where she was making the call. We've learned through this tragedy that there can be long-term negative effects for an organization and a community from something like this happening. There's a loss of revenue, a loss of trust, a loss of that feeling of safety, and it's hard to regain that. It takes a long time and a lot of work. It's much easier to put the policies and procedures in place and to train properly beforehand to prevent something like this from ever occurring.
Our mission at Drennen's Dreams is to share Drennen's story with as many aquatics facilities, lifeguards, pool managers as possible.
Managers have a critical role in making sure that the proper procedures are in place and that everybody's adequately trained. So I'm Scott Henderson. I'm the Executive Director for Drennen's Dreams Foundation. Our main focus is offering presentations to lifeguards, aquatics managers, and facility owners and operators. There are so many different things that can happen and go wrong, and it starts at the top. So their ability to set the tone, communicate well, set the expectation for the lifeguards, that in turn lets the lifeguards feel equipped and vigilant and confident when they go out to guard the patrons, which increases patrons' security. By sharing Drennen's story, we found that it's really impactful because they can see themselves in that story, and in hearing what went wrong, they know what to do with what's right.
Since we've begun sharing Drennen's story, management across the country has begun to realize that they're part of the solution, part of the impact that it has within an organization.
One of the things that we can help do is help you understand how to have the proper procedures and equip your lifeguards for success. It's easy to schedule us to come out and do a presentation for you. We don't make you jump through a lot of hoops. The process for reimbursing us for our travel is very simple. If your organization has a pool or open water, it's critically important that you understand how important drowning prevention is to the safety and the quality of the experience for your guests and patrons. Reach us at 720-735-2035 or drennensdreams.org to schedule a speaking engagement or presentation at your facility.
We would be honored to share our son's story and work in making sure that best practices and strategies are in place to ensure that your patrons go home safely.
It could mean saving your business, ensuring your client's safety, and most importantly, it could save lives.